All right. So, in a little bit. Um, this year, I wanted to start a series where it's an unedited series where I'm basically going through and kind of creating the personal or developer, portfolio and resume projects that I'm, actively trying to keep up with. Um, Unedited with limited things like AI usage and just trying to um, create a long journey for people who are looking to build along or take part of a project and that I'm doing and able to use it in whatever they're working on, or you could just rip this entirely and put a those sort of long form videos and then provide a supercut version, um you know extremely long combined video of everything. And I wanted to call it lifelong learnings, where these are things that I'm constantly developing my skills in. And to start, I wanted to do this project that I did starting at the end of 24 into summer of 25, where I wanted to create this Instagram style thing, but for video games. Um, and Because there's not really a gap, there's not really a market for, or nothing in a market for this type of thing specifically, um, video game oriented. And you have the Steam community, and you can post on subreddits and stuff, but there's no dedicated source for this kind of stuff. So I wanted to do that, and I had done that before, but I did it on technologies that I didn't particularly see as updating. So I used Firebase for backend, and it was when I was just learning SvelteKit, and like there's there wasn't a lot of longevity to it afterwards, and a lot of stuff never got done. I never got done filtering games on profiles and exploring based on games. There was a lot that didn't get done. Um, so I wanted to come back to it. And I wanted to come back to it using tech that will be consistent, and something that, if something changes in the long term, I can go back to and reasonably update and add back into this lifelong learnings thing of okay, well, I'm going to use Supabase for this. So if Supabase for some reason updates their Postgres backend, I can go in and I can show that. Or it's going to be Next, and Next is always updating, and I'll use App Router because it's pretty new for Next at least. So this kind of came about from the fact that Firebase updated it so that storage could only be used on Blaze, and this doesn't get enough users at all to want to pay for storage. So my storage option is going to be Cloudbase, because despite its problems of going down, its free tier for hosting is phenomenal, and Supabase for the back end, because there's not really any other option. I could do Mongo, I could do self-hosted, but I don't have a server, so um, we're going with that. So yeah, so this will be the plan. It's called VirtualVisions, and this will be the first lifelong learnings project to be worked on. So let's just get into it. So like I said, it's going to be a Next.js project using Supabase and Cloudflare as its backends, with better auth as the authentication. The project is just the basic. It's the Next.js starter template. I haven't touched Next in a while, so it'll be good to learn off of that. We'll just close that because I don't plan on using the Copilot chat for this, but I have installed a extension to just run the browser in VS so that I'm not tabbing to a different monitor every time to read docs, so and that you can't see it, and also just gets I don't have to tab through a million things. But of course, there are tabs that I do have open, such as my Supabase stuff, docs for everyone using Astro. I was thinking about it, but use it. So, got my basic Postgres backend so far. It's literally just one table being made right now with the users table, and I need to add the data here. So I want to get just the tables done to start, not touch the web yet, because I find that it's easier to work with the mock data of things first when I'm scoping out the capabilities of the project and the expectations versus creating the front end and then trying to connect it afterwards. Because I know I'm good at front end, so I can, as long as I get the back end working, that's the most important part. So let's start with the user data. So of course I need and because I've never used Better Auth, I'm going to save authentication for last. And I know Supabase has its own authentication option, but I'm not, I'd rather use, I'd rather just set it up through Better Auth and try it out that way versus having to connect everything together all the time. At least if I'm separating the authentication, I have better control over it and the data that is shown on the front end. And I can store sensitive data somewhere else so that at least there's there's some level of obfuscation there. So, information displayed here. So obviously it's display name, username. This I guess will just be text. Oops. Start with I need a username, which is different from the display name because the username will be their unique identifier, or not their unique identifier. So I do need an ID anyway, but it's already done. I don't know why it defaults to null. UID. So we'll do username text. I need. It's tough because I never know whether I should store this type of data, like the description of a user, like of a user's bio on here. Then obviously I'll need the. If I do that, I need the link here. Yeah, as well. And we'll do varchar image. I guess it'll be profile picture, but I want to see an internet's floating point America. Okay, well, and profile. Used to camel casing. I need the posts count. However, I don't know if Supabase has a count option on it. So we'll see. Supabase count. The count option was select query, but then my I guess that's fine because I want the total and then to page anyways. Select from table count exact. Okay, so there's a count option, so I don't need a dedicated number for that. So followers though. So I haven't used Postgres in a long time. I don't know how to do deep like data. Because in NoSQL and JSON DBs, obviously you just create an array with the IDs, and you can kind of go through that. Textual JSON data. Exhibit floating point. JSON data. Textual JSON data decomposed. Archer UID date timestamp boolean variable length. But let's just do like foreign keyword. Like I could do some. This is just yeah, referential integrity. We can insert rows to the tables in let's just start with this for now. So it's got 6 columns in it, so let's just add some data to it. I don't want to edit the table. Am I stupid? Insert row. So let's just do, let's see here. Let's do our display name will be name. Let's copy this, and I'm not 25. And the profile picture link will be from Cloudflare. VirtualVisions. And we'll just use this link currently as my profile picture link. And this is a public, this will be a publicly exposed thing because this is literally just, it's just images. And the point with this site is that I don't own any of the stuff posted. I'm not, going to claim that I do, but also people are not going to be able, like, you own the content that you post. However, don't monetize it unless eventually some form of monetization gets added, which probably not going to happen. So anybody can come in and they can grab an image if they want to. For example, from my posts, they can repost it somewhere else if they want to. I'm not going to go after that person. However, if somebody comes to me and they say, this person is reposting all my images on their account and claiming it as their own, of course, then I'm gonna, step in or have some option for them to make claim on that. Because they're your cool images. Like, I don't want to get in the way of. I want you to express your video gaming experiences the way that you want to. Having someone else take your image because it looks good and they want views on their own profile, that's not right. That's not what this is being made for. So, anyways, got my profile image. Say this one, and that's my one user account for right now. So next I need a post table. This will store all of the posts. All. So again, this is where like JSON data is what I'm mostly used to, like referencing I guess I'll need to make a linking table to reference the user ID with the post ID. And then, that's how the user will have their posts in a more easily sourced way to post. But with JSON, it would just be, I create a post table based on the array of post IDs on the user account. Anyways, ID, we'll do UUID here. Created at. I need title. Optional. Description. Bar chart. I need like count. Do byte integer. Well, there's numeric. That numeric of selectable precision. 8 versus 2. Numeric can be used in place of an integer as a more flexible alternative. Stores a fixed size 8-byte for whole numbers, exact variable precision, decimal numbers, situation where exactness crucial to cost of performance. Variable precision, decimal single. So I mean, yeah, it's whole numbers anyways. Like, and there's never gonna be. What is it? Like, I don't know how many 1,000 million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. There's never gonna be 9 quintillion likes on something. We go down to 4. 1,000 million, 2 billion likes. I'm sure. Likes and leave comments out for now because same problem where as the posts on or the followers on the user account. So likes is just going to display the number for now. Where the eventual thing is that when a post is clicked, you click the number of likes, you'll see who has liked it. But we'll leave that for now. And for further post data, where is it? I thought I had a page for it. This one. Share link eventually, but that's not. I don't need to do that on post. Oh, the game, right? And this will be it's going to reference an ID. It's just text. Sure. Or I guess. Yeah. It was going to be joined with foreign keys. Right. Yeah. So I guess that's where. Yeah, obviously, really, it's relational. Category, for example, action, documentary, link our movies table, category ID, big into references categories. Where's the reference? Is it? I guess it's a foreign key. So if I do, it's been a while since I've done SQL. List of all games available to choose. Selecting post ID. I don't care about what it is. Just sure created it. I don't need to create it, and I just need the name and an image, but name and icon. And just insert a row for now, and we'll say I've been playing a lot of Dune Awakenings, so I'll take a photo from there and slash Dune. We're going to posts. I need to edit the table. Foreign key. Table reference. I don't know if I should be doing this under public or storage. What scheme should I be? Like tables under URL. What tables should or what scheme should be tables under in Supabase? Under public default, automatically exposed to the data API, allowing you to interact with the data from front end application. Yeah, I mean, this data is going to be public. That's the thing. Users post products. Yeah. Private data should not be exposed via auto-generated sensitive data internal logs. Okay. Sure. Let's keep doing it. So we'll reference games, public posts, reference to. Oh, I need to make a new column. Big int references categories. Categories begins. Those movies. Movie can have several actors. Yeah. Category ID for begin references categories. So, really bright. Game ID, yeah. Game ID. Presumably, I can just do ID references. ID here. This is categories. But then it's like, yeah. Make a new table. Just making a linking table. Hmm. Crazy. Recommended videos is weird. Anyways, column types will be overlaid. The following columns have the types of the dimensional reference column. So, for public games reference, game ID. I feel like I am doing this wrong. Foreign key relation, games, game ID, here. Maybe not. I don't know because the game ID is going to be set when the user. No, I don't think I need this. Well, I mean, I need game ID. Remove. Because the user's going to select their game and then it'll update. and that pull the games table, will select their game, and then game ID will get updated to the game that they chose. So then what'll happen is on the post, it'll pull the game from the games table. So like I have a pull up Firebase stuff. No, I have the previous Firebase setup still. Yeah, I have the fat daily active users. Yeah, see, yes. I can't use storage. I look at the database. I've got my posts. See here, the game is what it would be. It's just the ID of the game. Oh, right, because I did the games as a JSON file on the site because I didn't want to have to query it every time. You know what? I'm gonna do that exact same thing again. So instead, I can save myself some queries. I don't need. I'll just manually update the games list. Obviously, that makes it kind of bad for refreshing the site, but it just means I also need a larger list of games to start with. It's fine. So I don't need this. Yeah. And then keep right clicking. Table. Game. Text. Yeah. Let's do this. So I need to pull up the other project then. Yeah, you see my Astro version. So I'll have to here. Not here. Games. All games.json. Start with very many games, obviously, but I will copy and I don't know how I should have the project structure. Static assets to be served under public. Optional application source folder. I guess I'll just go under public games. Okay, just start with that. And the icons, I don't know. I'll just put them on the site because, like, why not? They're gonna be kilobytes in size. They're not, or not even. I think they're not gonna matter. Maybe I'll put them on Supabase or Cloudflare. I don't know yet. Anyways, so let's say that I made a I don't know how I generated these, but whatever. Say I have a photo for oh, I did it in Firebase. That's how I think. What game do I actually have a photo for available right now? I have Spider-Man photos, so take that. Say, make a post. Test post. This is a test post. It's got It's got, we'll say 806 likes. And this is the test post. Now can I, okay, it does go null. Okay. Good to know. Oh, and I need the user ID on this. That's where it gets linked. So edit table, add column, ID, foreign key, table reference to user. User ID is the ID of the user. No, I should do a linking table. I need to do a linking table. God, database, tables. There's post. I didn't realize I didn't log out of Steam. So to create it at user underscore ID post underscore ID. Should still have the user ID on the post, yeah. Post ID. Users. It's just a UID. Generate randomly. Okay, it's my linking table. And I should give a description. Linking table for YouTube. All users who actively completed the onboard. And we'll do on complete. It's a boolean. Default to false for now. Then I will assume that the don't make it easy to get from tables to table editors. It's really weird. False. Okay. So then if I want the default to be false. If I set this true, will that then update here? True. So then let's get copy the user ID. So insert row ID, link it to post. I want to see this is null. Yeah. Okay. This is the thing. I just don't know the point of this linking table because the post is going to have the user ID anyways. So, and there's going to be as many user posts as there will be posts. So, I don't know if it's just for like cuz I could just run a query on posts. I go to SQL editor. Can I just run this in can I run select statements in here? Select star from what's it called? Posts where user underscore ID equals this. I run this. Showing junk. Does it have to be a semicolon? Which is a pretty simple query. UID and literal. Oh, and single. SUID select star from user ID. Limit. Set limit. And as column does not exist on line 1. Nice. That's what I want to see. Because I never put it on here. Oh. Sorry, so that, yeah, so I spelled user post. I didn't put a I didn't put an S in here. Okay, select from users posts where user ID. I think this is gonna work still. Operator matches given argument. There. Okay. So yeah, so obviously that works, but then it's like, what's the point of this though? What's the point? Because I could just put the user ID on the post and then I could just get the post. Why do I need a linking table? Why do I need a linking table if I can put foreign F key on a in base? which cannot be represented by a single foreign key in a single row. Right, but it says one to many. It's not going to be many to many. Many posts are not related to many people. One person can post many things, but one post cannot be made by many people. Yes, a student can enroll in multiple courses. Course can have multiple students. Right. One customer can place many orders. Each order belongs to a single customer. Orders table is a customer ID foreign key column. It points to the primary key of the customers table. It's orphan, yeah, data integrity. One record to a parent table. Can relate to multiple records in child table. Yeah, which is what I want. Because it's not a many-to-many relationship. The many-to-many would be followers, where a person can have many followers, and a follower can follow as many people as they want. Yeah. Okay. So I just did it. I just added a table for no reason. I just started out with making it more difficult than I needed to for myself. But you know what? That's lifelong learning. Tables. User posts. This is unneeded. Yeah. So this stays the same though, except I now add user ID click. Nope. Is the user ID. Primary key. Null. Column user ID relation. Oh, oops. Because it's set to null. Else in the other table. User ID. This should not be allowed to be. No. Not allowed. Nullable. Then why did it not make it post? Add column. Key. Users. Their ID. Returns the user's ID when rows are added or updated through the API. See how that looks. Yeah, that one doesn't need to. Display name, username, profile, onboarding complete. Test post. User ID is null for some. Why is it null? Why is it allowed to be? Was it because it already existed? Maybe. Shouldn't be allowed to be set to null. I don't know why. Allowing itself to. User ID. Come on. Don't allow nullable. There. So that's allowed null, that's allowed null, that's allowed null. That's allowed null. Created at timestamp. Not allowed null. That's not allowed null. Okay. Okay. So that's just linking up the posts to the users. That's the post to the users table. Yeah, I mean that's like that's just the core of it. Like of an MVP would be allow a user to create a profile and then to you know to be able to post, and then it links their post, and then when the user goes to see their profile, then you know there's posts there. The next would be the followers table, which would be my linking table. So followers, linking table for users follow people. D. Yeah, we'll do created at so that you can see when you followed somebody. We'll do user ID. Following. Of course, this can be linked. Oops. ID. Oh. ID to user ID. And then same thing. Following ID. And then when it gets added, it'll be the user who clicked follow adds it adds that user ID to the follow, and then to the user ID, and then the follower or who they're following, their ID gets added to the follower. Yeah, that makes sense. And then if I add myself, let's just say if let me add in another account, for example. Let's posts. We'll just call this. We'll just call this John Doe. No. We've completed onboarding. So now I add this where no. Let's say I'm following Hondo. Then I run query. Select from following followers. Is that the table? Where or select star. Oh, how do you SQL count? Like count star from yeah, okay. I thought count came before. I wasn't sure how. From followers. Where? What is this one? I don't know. User ID equals 1. Oh, and then if I just, no point in copying that because I need to copy copy the ID of the other person. The John Doe ID. ID. This one. Copy cell. Now, this should not work. This should just show up as. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that worked easily. So I can get the number simplistically, and then I can do select. Would it be username from users where it's like a join statement. I don't want to do it right now. I would think something like, how can I get all of the follower accounts? And it would have to be an inner join from the users table to the followers where the user ID is the same. But I'm just not doing that right now, so it's glad that it works. I mean, that's the basic structure for now. You can sign up through email eventually. I need to figure. We'll go through how Better Auth works. I've never used it, so it'll be a learning experience as well. First and last, yeah, password. Posts, same thing. Tags will be added as a continuous update thing, like continuous integration. But yeah, so I think I'll stop it there for now. I know it feels like there wasn't anything done, but it's the baseline for getting the front end working to display content. So if I just set up, I also don't think I added in a primary post like image to this. No, I didn't. I'm stupid. The table image. Not. What am I doing? Text. So this will be what this will be is the base public link from Cloudflare, and then the ID and the image and posts will get updated at the same time, so that you can view the image right away, and the ID is shared between both things. Say image, and I'll just grab a image right now. One of my Spider-Man images. That's Elden Ring. I think I just clicked on this image. No, okay, use this one. Post scheme. Okay. That's my example post. Already created at. I don't know how this will work with localized time zones. It's like not 141. I set it to now. 206 UTC. American New York relative timestamp. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess because I just have to format it to from UTC to local format. Because yeah, obviously it was not. Because for me it's 9:06 p.m. obviously, which is Eastern Standard. But yeah, so that's just 3 tables done. Took a little bit, but we're learning. And the goal for next time is to have it so that I can display the post properly and get the image, the person who made it. Which again is like, it's going to be another SQL query. But I'm just going to be learning how to use Postgres because it'll be retrieving it through JavaScript. Because obviously you can see how to load it, you can insert into, but to retrieve it will be a whole nother thing entirely. Querying joins and nested tables, working with arrays. Integer null text array. Text array. How did interesting. I mean, this shouldn't matter because select count star from posts where let me get these ready. Obviously, select count is not going to be efficient later on, but right now I don't think it matters that much. I assume count is recursive like it is in JavaScript and will iterate through everything that is in the table, but just grab these right here. Presumably this counts back as 1. And I can get the data that way as well, just without the count. This is select everything, obviously. So yeah, I have to. I think that they're iterative or whatever. I don't know if recursive is the right word for where statements and count statements. It has to loop through every post to find all where the user ID is that. But anyways, we will. I don't want post. Get start. It's gonna have to be another join again. Yeah, to get the user information, like the title and the thing. That's fine. We'll figure it out. It'll involve some amount of AI use to figure out the SQL stuff because, or just reading through the docs, working with your database. Loading data, bulk data, views. God, I remember this from college trying to do. I had specifically a SQL course that I was not good in. Some new table of data, we're running underlying queries, executed. Yeah, left join. grades, student ID on student ID, and yeah, left and inner joins. We'll figure it out. We'll get it understood on how to load Postgres data in the project. I have no idea how to access the data, because like I have everything put in, but how do I use it? Just doing like a short scan. Roll up security. Connecting to your database. Use the data API. I guess I could do this through Graph, but it'd probably better for me to do it through REST. That's just what I'm used to. If it's RESTful API using Postgres, in there on top of Postgres exposes everything in the remote API. As you update your database, the changes are immediately accessible through your API, self-documenting. Okay. The graph, yeah, classic. And there is you can install Supabase via terminal. Great client. We'll figure it out. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. And if you're watching the supercut, don't have to worry about that. See ya.